Hello, my darlings, and welcome to Bedroom Guru with me, Nicky. How are you doing? You can most probably recognise this if you were watching us streaming live across the pond with my beautiful girls, Lisa and Delisa and Maria. We're investigating mysteries and cold cases and murders of prominent people. Did you enjoy it? You're going to be so confused because you're going to be like, what? Hang on a minute, I just watched that, because this will be scheduled for a couple of days' time. But hey-ho. While I was still buzzing with energy and still up there, I thought that I would give you a little card reading. How fantabulous is that? So we're going to do pick 1, 2 or 3. I'm going to show you the image and then you decide which one is for you. I will hide the actual number of the card though to not put you off. So do you want number 1? How cool is that? Look at those dragons. Look at the one up there. Look. He's also being nestled by the boy up there. So that's number 1. Or do you want number 2? Which one do you feel attracted to? Or would you like a reading from card number 3? One, 2 or 3, my lovelies. Which one are you going to pick? What is your destiny? What is coming towards you? Sorry, I'm a bit of the schlack. She said, what? What are you doing, Nick? You're like sounding a bit mental. No, we've had such a lovely evening, so I'm very buzzy. So I thought I'd do a reading while my energy's still high. Okay, let's have a little look and see what's coming up for you. Ooh. Okay. These are such good cards. They pop straight out. Wow, you've got 3 cups, guys. A lot of emotion going on here. Wow, okay. Blimey. Okay, this feels like this is an emotional reading to do with relationships or what's going on with affairs of the heart at the moment, because you've predominantly got cup cards, number 1s. So we start off with the 6 of cards, which is to do with being nostalgic and looking back on an older life. It can also mean about new people coming into life, but I feel this is more you looking back on a lifetime, whether it's sad or good. I'm not quite sure at the moment, but there's something you learned from your past to do with this that has made you think, I perhaps went the wrong way or I didn't do it right and I need to try it again. Okay, so this could be in a relationship where you've possibly, not done it right, or you didn't act right, or your boundaries weren't quite right, but there's something you may be looking back on and thinking, I should have changed that, and this time I'm going to do it differently. The reason why is because you're either in a relationship, or if you're heading for a new relationship, and this again feels more romantic to me, you're going to take action. You're going to, look, you've got the King of Wands that basically has sussed everything he needs to achieve. Everything that he needed to work out, he's done. So because we're surrounded, you are literally surrounded by cups here with this card. This means to me that either you've achieved it and looked back and thought, yeah, I've learnt from that and I've done well, or you need to look back and learn from your past to know that this is how you're going to achieve complete happiness, abundance, peace, happy family life, complete true love and all the rest of it. So it's about looking back and seeing where you possibly went wrong and what lessons did you learn from that if you are single or, in a troubled relationship at the moment, okay? If you're in a really good relationship, then I just feel like you're killing it and you're looking back and saying, yeah, I learnt from this and this is why I've got such a good relationship. Okay, so with the King of Wands, we then get the 7 of Cups. Okay, so many options here that you don't quite know what to choose. So the thing is, right, you've got the Page of Cups here as well, right, which is an offer of love. Someone is offering you their cup. They're offering you their cup. So this is what I'm feeling. This is the story of where we're going with this. I feel like you've looked back in the past and thought, once bitten, twice shy, right? You've looked back, you've been nostalgic and thought, look, I've been here before. I've been heartbroken. I really don't want to go here with this, okay? This offer of love that's been brought in, it could be a friendship as well, someone that wants to kind of, you know, connect with you, is making you rethink a lot. And you're kind of looking at which way to go. You know, you're wondering if it's a situation where you're going to get hurt. You're wondering if you should go for it. You're wondering if you should do your work first. You're wondering if you should perhaps get your house sorted first. But there's this kind of connection that you're really troubled with this offer that's come in, because it's kind of set, you know, the cat amongst the pigeons. And what I want to say to you is that draw from the lessons from your past and take those forward. Leave the heartache, leave the wrong decisions, and leave what went wrong before behind, okay? You need to start looking at the past as something that is there in the past, and how you can work from the present. Take the positives from what you learned from your past, okay? Because in the past, you would have been surrounded by negative people, or you would have had a lot of arguments. It could have been a very volatile relationship. You could have someone that's very disagreeable with you, always wanting to pick a fight, and you're worried that if you give your heart to this person, you could be exposing yourself to that past trauma. And I'm saying no, because this is your tower moment, okay? So the tower moment is when everything just literally comes to a massive halt. There's a sudden event or something that changes that ends something, okay? So I'm wondering though, if the tower is saying to me intuitively, even though, you know, the cards may say different by reading them, that the tower is basically saying, you know, this is time for you. This is an event with this new person that's come into your life, okay, where you really need to just relax. You know, relax your boundaries, go with the flow of it and see how it goes without putting pressure on yourself, worrying about all your options. Just take it naturally. And this sudden event, I think, has happened is him coming in or her coming in and saying, how about it? Or you might have grown into a relationship from a friendship, something that's just come a bolt out of the blue, okay? And so the tower moment for me is really breaking away from your past. And the event is this new proposal of relationship or wanting to share something with you. And I feel like the tower in this instance, only in this instance, because of the cards that are laid out, is saying, that sudden tower moment's not you for 6, because you've been so used to being in a negative relationship. You may be single for a while. You may be very worried. You may be very edgy. But I kind of feel like you need to get your big girls and boys pants on, because I think this could be really good for you. You know, you don't have to move in together. You don't have to stop planning your marriage, but at least spending time with each other. I know there's a lockdown, but, you know, spend time talking on, I don't know, Zoom or whatever, WhatsApp. You know, but I just kind of feel like you need to open your heart out a bit much and go for it. Because at the moment, and this also relates to Virgos, the Hermit, okay? You are going within. You've kind of withdrawn and you're doing that duvet moment. It can sometimes mean to study or learn something new, but this is you just wanting to withdraw because you've been hurt in the past. So you've kind of kept yourself to yourself. You've kind of, and obviously we've all done that with lockdown, but I just feel this is emotionally as well. You've closed yourself down because you really can't enter into another heartache environment. You know, you may not have even had your offer of love or offer of friendship or relationship yet, but you're just closing yourself down and saying, no, I need my own time. That's fair enough. But I think you're going to get knocked for 6. Someone is going to approach you and say, I really like you. I would like to see you. I'd like to connect with you, spend time talking with you, whatever. And you're going to think, oh my God. And you're going to try and find every single other option to avoid it, because you cannot allow yourself to go down that old path of this discord and chaos and God knows what happened in your past. So let's just find out what the cards advise for you with this offer. Number ones, please. What should they do with this offer? You know, once bitten, twice shy. We've all been hurt in the past, but we can't stay in that environment forever. Yes, we can bring our boundaries up. Yes, we can, you know, respect ourselves a lot more and cut a relationship dead if we feel it's not healthy for us. But we can't just say no, full stop, and bring our boundaries up to a high tower. You know, you know, if we want to get out there and experience love again, not everybody's an a-hole. Oh, there you go. Bloody hell, victory. You've got the victory card, 6 of Wands. So basically it's saying this will work out for you. You will feel so much better. It is safe to open your heart up to this friendship or relationship. Okay? It's safe. It's going to do you good. Forget about the past. Stop worrying about what happened there, and then to you from that specific person. Not everybody's like that, and go for it. That's your answer. So I hope that some of you are like, shall I, shan't I? Because that was number 1's reading. Okay, number 2. You, number 2, chose the moon. Let's see what the story is. As you will learn when I eventually do my online tarot calls, cards mean certain things, but a major arcana will change depending on what cards are next to it. So I just need to see what you're feeling disillusioned about, or what's going on in your head, or what's going on around you. Ooh. Work. Study. Strength card, another major arcana coming up for you, number 2s. So you've got to listen to this message because it really does mean something. It's a powerful message coming through for you that you need to pay attention to, okay? Oh dear, that one needs to come out. Now this is this weird one where the fire is different. Yeah, it is the same because wands are fire in normal tarot, but here swords are fire. I just needed to check, sorry. Because these are my new cards, remember? I'm still getting used to them. Oh, okay. Wow, okay. Right, you're right. If you are thinking that someone is being deceitful, or someone isn't playing on the same page as you, or someone hasn't got your best interests at heart, then you're right. Because the actual, I'll tell you why as we go along. But this feels like this is to do with business. The reason being is that you've got the 8 of Pentacles here, which is studying or learning craft to bring in the harvest later on, okay? You're literally working and have been working very hard on a business idea, a project that's going to see you bring money in, okay? And I feel this is to do with either a work partner or someone that perhaps you're really having to put up with. This could also mean someone that's a supervisor or a boss, but it just feels like there's not great things going on in the work environment and money environment to do with work, right? Because you now got strength, which is bad. You've just got to kind of bite your lip and stay strong and look within yourself to see if you should be putting up with this or not, because it just feels like someone is playing you a bit. Okay, so if this is a business partnership and someone's putting you off, or, you know, you're waiting for someone to do your website or trying to sort something out, and they're going, yeah, if you can give me some more money, I'll get it done, and you're not seeing any results, like, listen to your intuition. Listen to your inner strength to say, I'm not going to take that anymore, because it just feels like this person that you may be investing your time in to do with money. So they could be like offering you money, or it could be a work environment. It's work or money. This doesn't feel like they're really as solid as you thought they might be. And if you're starting to get an inkling that things aren't right, then you're right. Dig in deep, because I feel like you're going to have to make some changes here. And this card is saying that exactly. The 6 of Swords is telling you that you must make difficult choices to move forward, okay? So, you know, I kind of feel like you're not feeling great. There's been a bit of, I don't know, you just don't feel like you're fitting in with this situation, and it feels like, you know, you're being put in a position where you need to make a decision whether to drop this person or not. And can I say to you, yes, because you've got the 7 of Swords now, which just leads straight on from the 6 of Swords, which means deceit. Someone is out for their own good. Someone is basically either stealing from you, taking your money, trying to take your work, trying to take your presence perhaps on social media, but they're out for their own devices. They may have come through as a kind, supportive person to begin with, but they are actually not what they seem. And that is what's been niggling you for a long time, and you think you're being unfair or judgmental. You're not. So if there's someone that you're not quite trusted in your life, in a work or money environment, or someone that could potentially, you know, lighten you of your load of money, then don't go there, because this does feel like there could be someone quite deceitful there. It doesn't even have to be stealing money. It could even be someone that just doesn't, like, you know, merge well with you, and you just think this doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel like we've got the same vision. So make the, you know, have the courage to say no and make the change and move forward. Okay, with the Six of Swords, make the change and decide to move forward, because what I'm seeing again is that the Ace of Swords is new beginnings. So whatever you're working on, if it's a creative project with someone, if it's a work project, if it's something to do with money, whatever it is, they're basically saying that's enough now. You know it's not right. It hasn't been going right for a while. Perhaps you've been a bit too scared to end it, or to personally say, you know, what's going on. You're too scared to do a confrontation. But this is saying cut your losses. Move this over. You've put so much work into it and you've tried so hard, but you're not with the right people in this, or it's not the right job, or you know you haven't got the right supervisor who's not helping you to bring you forward in your career. So this is about have that new start, have the courage to make the change and just end whatever's going on that isn't right. It's going to be bloody hard, but you start stepping out in your own right is going to be the beginning of something amazing. Again, creative, emotionally, communication-wise, you're going to find yourself flowing if you make the changes, because when things are stale, you know, you've got to cut them. If there's a dead twig on a tree, you've got to cut it so that the lower twig can grow. Cut out the dead woods. All right, this is what this is saying. My God. And I just asked, is this right? What will happen if they do that? The world. What else? What more can I say? This is everything that's coming round in a circle for you. A natural cycle has come to a conclusion that brings you everything you could possibly want, money-wise, work-wise. Obviously, it covers emotional happiness as well. And obviously, if you've got money or a good business running, that's going to make you emotionally happy. And obviously, everybody around you is going to be a lot happier. But you've got the world if you actually make this change and dig deep and get the courage to do it. Okay, so that's you, number twos. Time to make change. Dig deep, be strong, and end something that you know really isn't going anywhere. Okay, no more struggle, because if you like go out on your own, or you choose different people to work with, or you change your job, you'll find the money improves, and perhaps a project that you put so much heart and soul into will fly. Things sometimes don't fly because they're not needed anymore. Door closes, another one opens. Okay. Okay, now, new beginnings for you, number threes. This is the Fool. So this is you basically taking everything into consideration and realising that you're going to make ultimate change. You may have done this already, or you're thinking about it. It's also telling you the universe has got your back. So whatever you're deciding to do, whether it's move house, move job, move location, change what you were doing in a job environment, whatever it is, it's time to go forward and know that the universe will help you land softly by taking that leap of faith. Okay, it might be a bit scary, the change that's coming, but this is saying we've got you back, do it. Okay, the Eight of Cups here is, wow, we could be even talking about a relationship here that you've walked away from. Enough's enough. Okay, you're walking away from a situation, but I know we've got the cups and we'll see what other cards come out, but this is all about, at the moment, it's telling you that you are walking. You've changed your life, or you're changing your life, whatever way you've done it. And I'm telling you now, it is definitely the right time to do it. You know, forget about lockdown, all the rest of it. This is telling you two cards that mean exactly the same thing. You're walking away, you're ending something, you're turning your back on it. You've realised it's not good for you, and you are taking a leap of faith, and you're going in a completely different direction. So well done you, number threes, okay? Again, this is exactly, if you're worried about making this change, changing where you live, or whatever you're doing, changing your circumstances, you've had the world turn up now, Major Arcana card, telling you that you're going to get everything that you've dreamed of and what you've been asking the universe from, if you just trust and go for this. So that is telling you, do this because it's going to steer you well. Oh my God, strength just come out again. Okay, so dig deep. This is almost like an extension of number twos, right? You've decided to make the decision. You're going to make this drastic change in your life, and there's nothing going to stop you. Just a bit, oh, shouldn't I? And this is saying yes. Dig deep. You are stronger than you think. You are stronger than you think. God, they just drop out. I love these cards. They're so easy to work with and they're so beautiful, aren't they? Oh my God, they're dropping out again. Right, whatever this situation is, rest easy, because you will have money coming into your life. You will be better off, or you will have something like, I don't know, perhaps you've invested and something's going to come out of an investment, or you'll get help from someone else, or you've got savings. But it feels like you can rest easy and just sit on your laurels for a bit, because it just feels like you're going to get what's coming to you, okay? So don't panic about money. That's covered as well by the looks of what I'm seeing here. Right, some of you, it's saying here are, yeah, some of you are having here that you didn't have a choice in this change, because you've got the Tower card, Major Arcana. Again, that's popped up again, okay? So the Tower card's basically saying that some of you, this would have happened, you would have gone, oh my God, no, this really, I don't want this to happen, okay? And that's fair enough. That's absolutely fine. So some of you may have made the decision that you knew it was wrong or whatever, or you needed change and you've done it. Some of you have got no choice in the matter, okay? Could even be down to a loss. Whatever it is, something has changed your life that you need to really go for it now and change what's going on. And this is absolutely brilliant, because some of you, this may, again, we may be earing into the relationship place now, where we're seeing the Ace of Cups, which is new love, new beginnings, looking after yourself. And I think really this is more about self-love than anything, okay? I feel like this is a time of change where you realise how strong you are to dust yourself off and start again and take a leap of faith and go into new pastures, to take new opportunities and new things on. And it is scary for some people, but you know, this has either been forced into your life or you've decided to do it, but you're on the path and you are going to be well looked after emotionally as well. And this is also saying that as long as you make decisions for yourself, put yourself first, nothing can go wrong. Amazingly, you've now got the Page of Cups. So there's going to be offers of friendship, support, love. You've got it. No matter what you're walking from and to, no matter what situation it is, you're going to have really good people around you that are going to bring you support and offer you whatever you need on this path of change. Okay, so don't panic. What's the overall message? Change is good. Change is good. Change is as good as a rest, so they say. So don't fear it. Keep going. Keep going. Even if you feel alone, you're going to get people come in. People that will come in and show you that they've got your back. And that'll be the universe pushing them forward to let you know. Okay? So just hang on in there. This is all good. Have an outcome for threes, please. Outcome for threes. For them making the change. What they are to expect from making this change. You already know, because you've got the World card. As long as you stay strong, you know, you've got your money coming in. That's already come up. Because you've looked after yourself in the past, or there's money due, so that's absolutely fine. So don't panic if you're worrying about money. Oh my goodness. I've dropped the whole bloody lot. So you have pulled a 7. This is really weird, because you've pulled the 7 of Swords as well, which is really weird. So basically, what's happening here is that with the 7 of Swords, I don't know if you've been kidding yourself, because sometimes this can allude to people being deceitful, or other times it can be deceiving yourself. I feel this is about you deceiving yourself. I think you tried to talk yourself into a situation, perhaps because it was a Tower moment, that, you know, you don't need to change, everything's fine, it'll carry on ticking along as it is. No, you've got to really face up to the fact that this change is inevitable. So either you're already on this path, or you're like, you know, you're pushing against it. But don't deceive yourself. Don't deceive others into thinking it's all okay. You know that this needs to happen and you need to change. The only thing that's going to stop the world coming to you is you deceiving yourself by saying, I don't do this change because you're scared to. Okay, so just take a breath. Make a plan and think that needs to end. It's very similar to reading number 2, to be honest with you, but I feel like you're already on your path with this one, and it's been thrown on you. So let's try and find out, is that to do with the sitter? Is that to do with number 3, it's the 7 of Swords? Have I read that right? Yeah, don't do yourself an injustice by lying to yourself about a situation or a person, and don't try and, you know, stand up for someone that you know is doing wrong. All right, that's another thing. Yep, new start, new money opportunities, new work opportunities, new beginnings in a completely different way of life that's going to make you a lot better off. So this is saying keep going, because you are going to be a lot more better off financially. It might be a bit dicey at the moment, but you know, the beginning message is take a leap of faith and jump, because I'm telling you now, the universe got your back and you're going to land in the roses. So well done, you. So that's your readings for this evening, my beautiful darlings. I really hope you've enjoyed them, and I shall speak to you very soon. Keep the faith, tribe, and lots of love. Mwah.